if people are coming on the Sports Pundit, what do they find there, and how has it evolved since those early days through the now?
Yeah, I guess the initial inspiration when I started it was outside of sport. So there's a guy called Sam Parr who started something called The Hustle in the US, which was sort of like a technology focused newsletter, but written in a way that would maybe be more accessible than like traditional news. Morning Brew would probably be another example of a newsletter that's in a similar kind of ilk, written kind of email first rather than longer media copy that's been translated onto an email. And so like, I really liked what he'd done with The Hustle. I think around that time it got acquired by HubSpot for a fairly significant amount of money. And I thought, well, what if I could create kind of like The Hustle, but for sports news? Because it felt like there wasn't really anyone focusing on the newsletter angle at that point. Obviously, newsletters have since exploded because of things like Substack. So it feels like everyone's now got a newsletter. But I guess the evolution of Sports Pundit has been it not just being content anymore. So you've got the newsletters, which go out on Tuesdays and Fridays, but you've also got a WhatsApp group, a podcast, physical events in London and New York that are monthly. And that's all kind of inspired by just kind of wanting to get to know the people that are reading it more and more.